award will be presented by the Honorable Mayor Andre Zaya, and the award is the B.B. King Award. Mayor.
Before I proceed with my presentation, I do want to acknowledge we've just been joined by our councilman in the 6th Ward, Al Abdulaziz. Thank you, Councilman. And I know he was working hard at Passaic County Tech, and I will acknowledge that one of the first games is going to be played at Hinchliffe Stadium. In fact, it's a baseball classic named for Johnny Briggs. Will pit Passaic County Tech against Eastside High School. Is anyone going to root for Passaic County Tech against Eastside High School in this room? Oh, there's a few. They're courageous. And speaking of Johnny Briggs, in a few weeks, Congressman Pascal and I were going to announce that he secured $1 million to renovate his field. And I know his brother, one of my commissioners, is here. Jimmy, I know you'll join us in a few weeks as we renovate your brother's field. He told me yesterday, you guys are fixing all the fields, but remember, there is a field in my honor as well, so we're proud to do that. And Ashante Johnson, we're proud of you, because I talked about community and economic development, but the best investment you can make is in our youth. I talked about bricks and mortar, but we should be investing in young men and women. And with the council's support, that's exactly what we're doing. We're fixing these fields and parks and playgrounds. I'm grateful that we were able to name one of the fields after a legend here, a coaching legend at Eastside High School, Ray Light Sr. I'm proud that we can finally give our youngsters a field house that they deserve, an athletic facility, and we named it after the late and lamented Dr. Gerald Glisson. And we're proud that we acknowledge those who come before us who have served as inspirations and role models for the next generations to come. I want to congratulate all the honorees, especially our chairperson, for making history once again. And of course, the Elks. Love you guys. Antoine Wilson, thank you for joining us today. And so, our honoree is the true definition of behind the scenes. You've seen us on the camera, whether you want to or not. Especially at council meetings, where they're marathon sessions, starting one day and ending the next morning. And they may be weary and sleep deprived, but this man is right there as well. And you cannot have a Channel 77 without him. He is a true Paterson pioneer. He helped launch the public access channel in Paterson. So henceforth, we must call him Mr. Channel 77. But he's a true leader because he was the theater manager at Passaic County Community College. And he did the same as a studio manager at US Cable. And thankfully for us, he made history. The first audiovisual supervisor, African-American audiovisual supervisor in Paterson in 2006. And he's very talented, right, Mr. B? Because this young man played keyboards for A Touch of Class. And he opened up for the Jacksons tour in 1976. And he's an accomplished singer himself and entertainer. And quite frankly, I've never referred to him by his first name. I didn't know if he had a first name. I always called him the Ming Dynasty, because as you know, I'm a historian. And the Ming Dynasty is one of the greatest dynasties that ever existed. In fact, the Ming Dynasty, Councilman Abdulaziz, refurbished the Great Wall of China to its greatest glory. The Ming Dynasty, Mr.John Ming, created Channel 77 so that we can have our greatest glory here in the city of Paterson. And I grew very close with Mr. Ming, especially 3 years ago, when all of us were faced with the uncertainty of a once-in-a-century crisis. He and I formed a bond and said that we are going to communicate with our community every day to reassure them that things will get better, and that with this pandemic, we are in this together. And we became Batman and Robin. And I love him so much, I'll be Robin. I'm very sad that he's retired. That is a loss, a significant loss for our community. But I'd rather celebrate the fact that we had the Ming Dynasty with us for so many years. And I'm hoping that now that he's no longer recording council meetings, he can make up on all of that lost sleep. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to present my honoree for Black History Month, Mr. John E. Ming, who I affectionately refer to as the Ming Dynasty, and Mr. Channel 77, the Ming Dynasty. He's got his camera. He never stops working. The Ming Dynasty, I want to say.
Thank you, people, my family. I'd like to acknowledge a few people. God, country,
Yes.
ancestors, my great-grandfather and grandmother, my mom and dad, my family, and you, Paterson.
All right, John.
I would not be here if it wasn't for you guys. Doing these city council meetings taught me a lot about political science.
Thank you.
So I'm not retiring. I'm graduating. This is commencement for me. I'm graduating from the City of Paterson University. So I thank you, council, for being the deans of the college. I thank the mayor for the president of the college. We've got real tight, we've got produced hundreds of commercials. But again, I thank you very much, Paterson, because it wasn't for you, that 9-year-old kid from 12th Ave would look out that window and think that one day I'm going to produce TV, film, and music. And who would think I'm standing before a design of TV, 3 television studios, a mobile truck, and I'm telling you people, young and old, it is not over. I'm graduating, I'm moving on, and I want to make you guys proud. When I step out there in that world, I'm from P-Town.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
That's right.
Let it be known that Mr. Ming is graduating with the highest honors. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ming. You know, Ming and I worked back when it was U.S. Cable back in the 90s together. I was a sales rep. I went door to door selling cable. But Mr. Ming, don't leave yet, please.
Okay.
You know, Mr. Ming has retired. Councilman Jackson, please come up with us, please. Mr. Ming has been with the city for 16 years. And we did a resolution for him on his retirement from the city of Paterson, but we were not able to give it to him because we really couldn't figure out how to do it. So we said, you know what, let's do a Black History Month program. Let's give him his resolution that we honor him for his 16 years of service here working in the city of Paterson. He has enlightened all of us about how the TV works and how the cable goes and how the picture goes. So, Mr. Ming, where are you? Please, I want Councilman Manson, Councilwoman Manson, Councilwoman Jackson, please stand up in honor of our Mr. Ming production, his retirement from the city of Paterson. I know.
I'll be very brief. Mr. Ming, I just want to say thank you for all that you have done. Remember first coming to the council, and I remember these words, and I'll never forget. You make the camera look good. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Brother Ming, more like Uncle Ming, because many days, for those of you who grew up in Alabama projects and on 12th and Graham Avenue, you know, the ambassadors. And so my father spent many days with Brother Ming behind the camera filming those guys marching up and down. I was 5 years old back then. But we appreciate all the work you've done for us and allowing us to bring what we do to the public to make sure that what we do, that the public has an eyes bird's eye view on it. Congratulations on your graduation, and you know, make sure you send us wherever your travels take you to, send us some information so we can follow you there.
Thank